I just wanted to check in with you on something. So, about our wedding, are you really gonna come? Like, are you sure you want to do that? I mean, you must be super busy with your part-time job. It must be crazy exhausting to work fewer than 35 hours a week. And if I'm being really honest, I don't know if you would fit in at the wedding anyway. You're kind of, how can I put it, plain?
Well, Carol, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to express your concerns. I'm sure you must be working far more than 35 hours a week getting ready for your wedding. But you don't need to worry about me. There's no part-time job in the world that could keep me from going to my own brother's wedding.
Man, it must really suck to have a part-time job, huh? If I was only working part-time at my age, I think I'd rather just tell people I was unemployed. And that reminds me, it is super weird that you have a husband like Sawyer.
Weird? Exactly what part of us being married is weird?
Well, you know, it's like Sawyer is so amazing, and you're so... you. I guess it kind of feels like a guy like Sawyer is wasted on a girl like you. He could do better, and not just a little bit better. We're talking leagues better.
All right, I've had enough of this. Carol, I do not appreciate you talking about me like that at all. You're being incredibly rude, and you need to knock it off. My relationship with Sawyer is between me and him. It doesn't involve you in any way.
Can you blame me, though? Anyone with eyes could see you two are a total mismatch. Sawyer is literally the perfect man. He's handsome, athletic, a hard worker. Exactly what did you do in order to land a catch like him? I've been racking my brain ever since I heard the news about you two, but it just doesn't make sense. I always thought you'd be much better off marrying someone more on your level.
Oh, do go on, Carol. Tell me all about what my level is.
Oh, I think you know what I mean. Sawyer should have come to me before settling for you. I would have been able to find him a much better wife than you.
Uh-huh. You mean a person more like you, am I right?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I deliberately did not say that. As for whether I'm thinking it or not, well, no comment. But since you mentioned it, I think you just might be onto something. Sawyer would be way happier with a stylish, sexy, charming woman like me. You have to agree with me on that point, right?
I can't say I've ever thought about how well you and my husband would do together, Carol. Seeing as though, you know, he's my husband. I'm also unsure why you would be bringing something like this up right now, since you're going to be marrying my brother soon.
I just can't help it. I feel so bad for poor Sawyer.
I'm so appalled by your honesty that I'm finding it hard to be offended by the way you're talking about me. It's only out of morbid curiosity that I ask. Why do you feel bad for him?
How could I not feel sorry for him being stuck with a boring woman working a part-time job for a wife? An incredible man deserves an incredible woman, and I am an incredible woman. We would be so great together, don't you think?
I'm really confused. What exactly does me working only part-time have to do with my appeal to my husband? Sawyer does do a lot for me, yes, but that's just a part of being married. We both help each other out. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. And not that I need to defend my marriage to you, but both of us are perfectly happy with each other.
What? I have, no idea what you're even talking about.
Yeah, I don't doubt that's the case. But it's alright, you don't need to understand anything about me and Sawyer. However, what you do need to understand is that my brother cares for you very much. I love my brother Carol. Please, don't do anything that would break his heart.
Okay, I see you're gonna go on one of your little goody two-shoes speeches again. Let me tell you what you need to understand. My wedding is my wedding. It's not your wedding or anyone else's. You get that? It's mine. And since it is my wedding, what I say goes. I say that I want my wedding to be perfect. So, if you're really planning on coming, you had better watch your act, Mandy. Read the room and all that.
Read the room? What are you talking about?
I love your brother just the same as you do and all, but honestly, I think Sawyer is a better fit for me. And maybe, just maybe, I haven't yet closed the door on that particular option. But hey, you can just keep going about your day, working your menial part-time job, and not having a care in the world.
I'll do that. Anyway, I'm willing to do whatever I can in order to make sure my brother finds the happiness he deserves. I hope that once we officially become family, you and I can find a healthy distance and stay on friendly terms.
As if I'd ever be on friendly terms with an ugly woman who has no fashion sense and works a lame part-time job.
I'll see you at the wedding, Carol. Have a nice day. Hey, Drew, how are things going with the wedding? Is everything going according to plan? Are you and Carol getting along all right?
Yeah, everything's going just fine. Carol's really excited too. She's constantly looking at different decoration options and other stuff and giggling away. It's cute to watch. And no, we aren't really having any problems to speak of. Why do you ask? Is there something in particular that you're concerned about?
No, it's nothing. Just thought I'd ask. I'm glad to hear that Carol is looking forward to the wedding. And, well, I guess there is something on my mind. She was texting me earlier today, and she said some things that were kind of concerning. But hey, if you're happy and she's happy, that's all that I want for you.
Huh. It's not like you to be so concerned about my relationship with Carol. And you say she said some concerning things? What sort of things?
Really, it's nothing for you to be worried about. It just seemed like she was kind of stressed out, that's all.
I think I know what you mean. She's pretty giddy most of the time, but from time to time she does kind of get overwhelmed by everything. And when that happens, well, she can lash out a bit. But it's nothing for you to be worried about. I know how to handle her when she's stressed.
Yeah, you have been dating for quite a while. I'm not really sure of what she's thinking most of the time, but I'm sure you two can practically finish each other's sentences. And it's like I said, all that I want is for you to be happy. If you say you're happy, then I'm behind you all the way. I'll try not to take what she says to me so seriously from now on.
Actually, can I be honest with you for a second? The truth is that she has been acting a little bit, I don't know, differently lately. Like she's being kinda cold to me all of a sudden.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like there's this weird distance in between us that hasn't been there up until recently. I've been thinking that maybe I've done something to hurt her, but yeah, I don't know.
Do you have any idea at all what might have caused it? Has she been doing anything or saying anything differently lately?
Yeah, I can't really think of anything in particular.
Okay, and how long has this been going on? A few weeks? A month or so?
I think it probably got started back around the time when I first brought her to meet the whole family. You and Sawyer were there too, do you remember that?
That was about 2 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, but it doesn't seem to me like it would be related. I remember everyone got along really well that day. But yeah, ever since then I've been kind of concerned about how her attitude has changed.
That is a bit unusual. Do you think it might have something to do with Sawyer?
Sawyer? What about him?
Well, just call it a hunch. Have you talked to Carol about this? You know, have you tried telling her that she seems off lately and ask her what's wrong?
Nah, I haven't been direct with her yet. It's kind of a difficult conversation to have, you know?
Right. Well, as difficult of a conversation as it is, I'm pretty curious about this, so I think I'll look into it myself.
Look into it? What are you gonna do?
Just that. I'm gonna look into it. In the meantime, if you're concerned about her, I think you should be upfront and talk to her. You're getting married soon. You don't want to start off your relationship on the wrong foot, do you? Anyway, I'm gonna have to let you go now. Remember, Drew, I'm on your side. Forever. If there's ever anything you want to talk to me about, you know where to find me.
Mandy, what in the world do you think you're doing?
Huh? Well, I think I'm sitting in my seat and waiting for the wedding to start.
Have you forgotten whose wedding this is? It's mine! I thought I made that clear to you. This is my gorgeous, stylish, fancy, luxurious wedding. But you think you can just show up wearing that plain, dull, boring dress? I can't believe you would be so insensitive. Are you trying to ruin the happiest day of my life?
Carol, you're doing it again.
Doing what? Being assertive? Speaking my mind?
Being a jerk and speaking in an incredibly rude way to me.
Excuse me? How exactly am I being rude to you? You think it's rude to speak the plain and simple truth? You are a lame, boring person, and you are wearing a dull, ugly dress. My God in heaven, I just looked out over the room and you stick out like a big, sore pink thumb. Like, how do you even accomplish that? You're so plain and dull that you actually stand out. You are ruining the atmosphere.
Okay, I wasn't expecting an apology, but I doubly didn't expect that you would double down on criticizing me. Have I done something to offend you, Carol?
Don't go making this personal when it's not. All I'm doing is calling it like I see it. And maybe if you would look in the mirror, you'd see that I'm totally right. Look, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I want you to leave. Oh, but tell Sawyer that he can stay. I only want you gone. A total hottie like him is exactly the kind of attractive, stylish person I want here today. You know, the kind of guy that everyone can look at and feel glad that they came.
Why do you think everyone is going to be looking at my husband during your wedding?
Because I, the bride, say so. I'm the queen today, and I say I want everyone to notice him. But let's be real, Mandy. I know you're pretty dense, but you have to see that he fits in way better here than you do, right?
All that I can see right now is that you're being incredibly rude to me. You continue to cross new lines with every single text.
Again with the rude thing. How am I being rude? It's not rude to call the sky blue or the sun hot, is it? I've tried to be as gentle as possible up until now, but you're just not getting it, so I'm gonna give it to you straight. I want your ugly ass out of my wedding, and I want you to leave your handsome husband behind. Get it now? It's my wedding, and what I say goes. And since you're my guest, it's your responsibility to help make my wedding exactly how I want it.
I guess you're really going to be this way. All right, Carol, if that's what you want, fine. I don't have to put up with this.
No, you're getting it wrong. I'm the one who doesn't have to put up with having an ugly, boring woman in the audience at my wedding. Go put on your uniform and pick up some extra hours at the convenience store you work at, and make sure you show Sawyer to his seat in the front row before you go, okay?
As you wish. I'm leaving.
Don't forget what I said. You go, Sawyer stays.
Goodbye, Carol. I hope you enjoy your wedding.
Mandy, what's going on? I just looked into the chapel again, and none of your family members are there. What happened? Where did they all go?
Well, Sawyer and I left, so I can only imagine that everyone else did the same thing. It must have been confusing for everyone to watch us walking out. They were probably just concerned about what happened to us.
Wait, but that's insane! You're not really gonna let your whole family just walk out like this, are you? The other guests are all going to be super shocked. There's still some time left before the ceremony starts, so call everyone and tell them to come back.
Sorry, Carol, but we're never coming back. You told us to leave, and so we left. The end. I don't see what reason we have to want to come back either. Did you completely forget everything that you've said to me this morning?
Oh, come on. It was just a joke. You didn't have to take it so seriously. If you and your family don't come back here, then I am in big trouble. I'm begging you, please get everyone to come back. And you can come to the wedding too, okay? That will make everything all right again. And if you don't come back, then no one else will.
I hate to break it to you, Carol, but you're wasting your time. No one is coming back. Especially not after they saw the way we left.
But how can you say that? This is your brother's wedding, isn't it? Are you really gonna flake out on your own brother's wedding?
It's odd to be hearing that from you now. After all, you knew it was my brother's wedding when you told me to leave and my husband to stay. What were you thinking, saying something stupid like that to me? I've tried, Carol. I've tried my hardest. I let the past go and did everything I could to get along with you, all because I wanted Drew to be happy.
You let the past go? What past? I don't know what you mean.
I don't doubt that. But whether you realize it or not, you've succeeded in getting me to do something I hate doing most of all. Give up. I'm giving up on you. I'm not going to try anymore. And this isn't just me. Sawyer's probably angrier at you than I am. So we're going home and staying home.
What? Why is Sawyer mad at me? I'm so confused. Mandy, is everyone really leaving?
They most certainly are, Carol. It's time for you to face the consequences of your heartless words and actions. And I know that my words are wasted on you at this point, so I'm not going to say any more. Goodbye.
Wait, Mandy, don't go! Would you at least tell me what you meant by letting the past go? I really don't get it!
I think you do get it, Carol. At least you should. There's no one who would understand what I mean better than you. I'm talking about you and Sawyer.
Wait, you mean you knew about that? Oh my god, does Drew know too?
I haven't told him yet, if that's what you're asking. But I know that you've been lying to my brother.
Lying? About what?
After I left, you started telling him all sorts of stupid lies about me. You know, like how it was my fault that your wedding is turning into a complete disaster.
But that's not a lie, though. It's just true. Your whole family left after you guys did, so it really is all your fault.
I guess Drew was tempted to believe you were telling the truth for a second. But only for a second. He practically immediately texted me because he sensed there was more to the story than what you were telling him. And it's a good thing he did, because I was able to explain the whole thing. You think that I stole Sawyer from you, don't you?
Well,
I know that you and Sawyer dated a long time ago, and after he dumped you, you were never able to get over him. Yes, that's right. I know that he was the one who dumped you. Your relationship barely even lasted long enough to call it a relationship. He quickly got tired of your self-centered, narcissistic attitude and walked away before things went too far. And it's that part of your past that left you with a fierce, vicious grudge against me, right?
Wow, I guess you really do know everything. Okay, well in that case, there's no reason for us to say anything else to each other. Yeah, you're right. I resent you for stealing Sawyer from me, and I have every right to resent you for that. So don't go and add one more item to my list of reasons to hate you, okay? Get back here right now! You already got in the way of my happiness once. Don't ruin my wedding today, too!
I haven't ruined anything. You told me to leave, and so I left. You said it's my responsibility to make your wedding just the way you want it, right? And another thing, I didn't steal Sawyer from you. He was the one who walked away from you, and that was before I met him, so you don't actually have any legitimate reasons to resent me at all. Sawyer's not your possession, he's his own person. He dated you for a while, then decided he didn't want to date you anymore. Then he met me, decided he wanted to date me, and then decided that he wanted to marry me. And he is totally free to make those decisions. You don't have any justification for resenting me or him for what he did after you two had already broken up.
But yes, I do.
I'm not interested in continuing this conversation anymore. I should have ended it a long time ago. I'm not even the person who you need to be talking to right now. You should be having a very important conversation with Drew. So goodbye, Carol. You are genuinely the single worst person I have ever met. I never want to see your face again. Hey, Drew, I need you to come to Mom and Dad's house tomorrow. There's something that we need to set straight, and I want everyone to be there for it.
Uh-oh. I take it to mean that this is serious then?
Yes, it's extremely serious, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Let me guess. This is about Carol, isn't it?
Bingo. I'm having everyone come to Mom and Dad's house tomorrow to tell them all something, and I want you to be there too. There's some very important evidence that I need you to see.
Okay, say no more. I'll be there. But you got me pretty nervous, Mandy. Would you mind telling me what's going on?
I'll just give you the background information for now. After everything happened at the wedding, I understand that you talked to Carol about somehow making your relationship work out. If that's the choice that you want to make for yourself, then I'm not going to get in your way. However, before you make that decision, there is something that you need to know. And again, I have all the evidence I need to back up what I'm going to tell you. I just want to actually say it in front of the whole family. I hope you understand.
Okay, I understand. I know you better than anyone, so I know that if you're talking to me like this, it must be something serious.
It's incredibly serious, and it's something that concerns the entire family.
Mandy! I can't believe you! Why would you do that to me? That was uncalled for! That was unfair! Why did you do that in front of your whole family? I don't care if you had evidence that I was trying to get together with Sawyer. You had no right to show that to everyone. I mean, don't you care about Drew at all? How do you think that made him feel?
I don't know. How do you think what you did made him feel?
What I did? What do you mean, what I did?
Come on, Carol. Really now. I think it's time you finally gave up and admitted it. Even after the wedding, you've kept right on sending me all sorts of harassing texts and voicemails. Not only that, you've been following Sawyer around town, too.
I did no such thing! You're so full of it! I didn't do anything wrong at all!
I just showed everyone all the evidence I need to prove that you did do exactly what I'm saying. You're done, Carol. It's over for you. No one is ever gonna trust you again. I think this was enough to finally get Drew to open his eyes, too.
You didn't have to do that in front of everyone you know!
Oh, didn't I? You were absolutely desperate to rekindle your relationship with Sawyer. You've been sending both him and me constant texts over the last few days. You even followed him to his office, then waited all day until he left so you could invite him out to drinks. And what I think might be the worst thing of all is how you were telling Sawyer that you think he's a better man for you than Drew. But again, that all ends now. You've been found out. You saw all the evidence I have against you, and so did the rest of the family. You're not going to talk your way out of this, so you can give up trying to deny it, or make up any more stupid excuses. We all know the truth.
Okay, well, so what if I did try to get back together with Sawyer? I'm engaged to a guy and I'm starting to have some doubts about our future together. Is that so wrong? Every couple goes through a time like that.
Yeah, but not every bride kicks her sister-in-law out of the wedding, then stalks her ex-boyfriend. Even just the things you did and said at your wedding would be enough reason for everyone to hate you. But that just wasn't enough for you, was it? No, you had to go and step it up a notch. I know that you made a promise to Drew after the wedding got called off. You told him that you would never do anything to betray his trust ever again. You apologized for the way you treated us and swore that you would never try anything funny with Sawyer from that point on. And it didn't even take you a week to go and break every single one of those promises. It's only been a few days. It's clear that you don't feel the slightest bit of remorse.
You want to make this all about me, but try thinking about Drew for once. His own sister just put together an entire investigative report on his fiancée and spilled the beans to the whole family. I can't imagine how humiliating that must have been for him.
What was the humiliating part, Carol? Can you tell me that? Was it the fact that just a few days after your wedding, you were trying to start an affair with your married ex-boyfriend? Or was it that I told him about it? Which do you think was more humiliating? What you've done is an affront to not just me, Sawyer, and Drew, but to this entire family. Drew is finally giving up on you, thank God. But that's not because of what I did or what Sawyer did. It's because of what you did. You're not going to get anywhere by blaming me for this. This whole chain of events started with you and ended with you.
I don't understand why you have to be so mean to me. Drew says he doesn't want to get married to me anymore.
I'm gonna have to borrow your line for this one. All I did was tell the plain and simple truth, Carol. I hope you take this opportunity to think about just how many people you've hurt with your selfish actions.
How am I selfish? You're the one who's taking Sawyer all for yourself.
There you go again. Tell me, Carol, did you realize that Sawyer has blocked your number? He hasn't read any of your texts to him for a while, right? Wake up, Carol. Everyone knows about all the horrible things you did. No one is ever going to trust you again. You even managed to alienate Drew, the one person who was still willing to stand by you after everything. And unless you change your ways, you're going to alienate everyone else in your life until you have absolutely no one left. This is the end, Carol. For real this time. If you ever try to mess with me or Sawyer again, I'm calling the police. Goodbye, forever.
Mandy, I can't say enough how sorry I am for what happened. I just can't believe that Carol would actually try and get back together with Sawyer. It's all my fault. If I hadn't brought her to the house that day to introduce her, none of this would have happened.
No, Drew, don't feel that way. You aren't responsible for any of this at all. Just tell me one thing. You can see Carol for what she really is now, right? I've shown you all the texts, voicemails, pictures, videos, voice recordings. You know how terrible she is, right? Please, tell me that you're cutting her off for good.
Absolutely, Mandy. I'm ending things with her once and for all. I feel like such an idiot for ever trusting her. It's almost like she was planning on doing this from the very beginning.
What do you mean?
Well, I was just wondering if the only reason she started going out with me in the first place was because she knew I was Sawyer's brother-in-law. And if that's the case, then she never really cared about me at all. I can't believe I couldn't see what was going on sooner.
Is that what she told you she did?
No, she didn't say that. Not directly, anyway. I just kind of feel like that's the case. I mean, how can that be a coincidence? I got engaged to my sister's husband's ex-girlfriend.
I don't think worrying about it is going to do you any good. It certainly won't clear anything up, or make you feel any better.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. I don't even know how she would be able to figure all that out. I'll just try not to think about it. Thanks again, Mandy. All the evidence you put together really opened up my eyes.
I'm glad I was able to help. Trust me, you are never going to regret breaking up with Carol. I'm sorry that things ended up this way, though. Like I always say, if you need to talk, you can call me anytime.
I might just take you up on that offer. Well, I guess the first thing for me to do now is start to rebuild my plan for my future.
And I'll be here for you whenever you need some advice.
there, Mandy. I hope you're doing well these days. I know a lot of time has passed since, well, that whole mess, but I wanted the chance to apologize.
Hi, Carol. Go ahead and say what you need to say.
Okay, so I've done a lot of thinking, and I've come to realize just how terrible I was to you. Not just you, but to Sawyer and Drew, too. I thought that I was totally over Sawyer, but when I saw him on the day Drew took me to your parents' house, I just felt like it was fate.
You felt that way while standing next to your fiancé?
I know. I was a total idiot. I get that now. But at the time, it was like a fire was lit inside of me, and I lost control.
So, that fire turned into a burning rage against me?
Basically, yeah. I didn't even understand why I was so angry at you. All I knew was that I was really angry. And well, one thing led to another, and before I knew it, things escalated way too far. I just want you to know, I had no idea about you and Sawyer when I started dating Drew. That was a total coincidence.
If you say so, I'll believe you. I can understand if you had some old feelings come back up, but that doesn't change the fact that what you did to all of us was terrible.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I have no excuses. From now on, I'm gonna work on controlling my emotions so I don't do this to anyone else ever again.
I'm glad to hear that. However, I have to ask you to stay out of our lives. I can let go of the past, but I don't want you in our future.
I totally understand, and I'll respect your wishes. Drew already blocked my number, but could you give him a message for me? Tell him that I genuinely did care about him, and that I'll never bother him again. He's a great guy, and he deserves all the happiness in the world.
Okay, I'll pass that on to him for you. A lot happened between us, but I do hope you make the best of things and make a brighter future for yourself. Goodbye, Carol. Carol's apology came several months after the wedding, when I had mostly cooled off. But still, she caused a lot of hurt for us, and I can't say that I'm completely over it yet. Carol left town shortly after that, I understand, and she's currently trying to rebuild her life in a new city. After he broke up with Carol, Drew decided that he would fill the void by focusing on his work. As a result, he's earned himself a promotion. I'm really proud of him. He's finally managed to find peace in both his personal and professional life. As for Sawyer, Carol's antics probably caused him the most grief out of any of us. He still brings up that psycho Carol from time to time. Even though he had no intentions of cheating, the very fact that Carol tried to get with him was enough to make him feel guilty. We're at peace, though, and we're treating every day as an opportunity to grow closer together as a family.
Want to explain your attitude? We just got married and this is how you're acting?
I genuinely don't understand what's going on here. Ever since I moved in, everyone's treating me completely differently.
Nothing is different. You're being dramatic again.
I'm not being dramatic at all. I tried talking to your mother this morning and she completely ignored me. Your father walked right past me in the hallway without even acknowledging me. Last week before the wedding, everyone was so warm and welcoming. What changed?
You're not a guest anymore. You're family now. Start acting like it.
This is a family to you? Being ignored and treated like they're invisible? If this is how family treats each other, I'm seriously concerned.
No, family is expected to contribute and pull their weight around here. Something you clearly haven't figured out yet.
I don't understand what you mean by contribute. I've been doing all the cooking and cleaning since I moved in. I organized your mother's entire kitchen yesterday, exactly the way she asked.
Let me spell it out for you since you're having trouble understanding. I work 60 hours a week at the firm. My father puts in just as many hours at his company. My mother has managed this household for 30 years. What exactly are you bringing to the table?
Are you serious right now? You are the one who insisted I quit my job at the bookstore. You said, and I quote, "My wife doesn't need to work." You should focus on making our house a home. Now you're throwing it in my face that I'm not employed?
You were barely pulling minimum wage. Let's be realistic here. How much did you make there? $800 a month? That's pocket change to what this family needs. Basic domestic work is the bare minimum expected here. You need to earn your place.
Earn my place? I thought I was your wife, not your employee. How exactly am I supposed to earn my place while also maintaining this entire house by myself?
Not my problem to figure out. If you want to be treated like real family, show us you deserve it. Until then, don't expect much conversation or attention from any of us.
I can't believe what I'm reading. Did you marry me just to have someone to clean your house? Is that all I am to you? Free domestic help?
You want honesty? Fine. I married you because I felt sorry for you. Your dad running off with all that debt, your mom passing away. You were a stray cat. I did you a favor by bringing you into our home. You should be grateful.
I never asked for your pity. I married you because I loved you. I thought you felt the same way. I thought this was about building a life together.
Well, if you really love me, you'll be eager to prove your worth as my wife. Because let's be real here, where else are you gonna go? Who else would take you in? You have no family, no money, no real job skills. So you need to accept your role here. Or you know where the door is.
I can't believe how cruel you're being. This isn't the man I married. You acted so differently before the wedding. Was it all just an act?
Here's a tip. Stop whining and start working. I don't want to hear another word from you unless it's about how you plan to contribute more to this family, financially and domestically. Is that clear enough for you?
You've made yourself perfectly clear. I'll figure something out since I apparently have no choice.
Good. Maybe you're finally getting it. Remember, you only get treated like family once you start acting like it. Don't expect much attention from any of us until then. And don't bother texting me again unless it's about something important, like bills you're planning to help pay or extra chores you're taking on.
So be it. I'll do what's expected of me.
Smart girl. See? You can learn. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have actual work to do, unlike some people in this house.
I understand completely now. You showed me exactly where I stand.
Just doing you a favor by being honest. Consider it another act of charity, like marrying you in the first place.
Hi, sweetie. Finally getting a chance to check in on you. How are you settling into married life? Aunt Sylvie, it's so good to hear from you. Things have been challenging, to say the least. I figured as much. Living with in-laws is never easy. How are you managing with Ted's parents? They barely acknowledge my existence most days. It's like I'm invisible unless they need something done. That doesn't sound right at all. Have you talked to Ted about this? What does he say about how his parents are treating you? Ted says I need to earn my place in the family. According to him, I'm not contributing enough to deserve their attention. That's absolutely ridiculous. You're his wife, not their servant. This is really concerning me, honey. What exactly are they expecting from you? They want me to handle all the housework, which I'm already doing. But apparently that's not enough. Ted keeps saying I need to find a way to contribute financially too, even though he's the one who insisted I quit my job before the wedding. Oh, sweetie, I had no idea things were this bad. Your mother asked me to look out for you, you know. She made me promise to make sure you'd always have support. Mom asked you to check on me? I didn't know that. I miss her so much, Aunt Sylvie. Some days I feel so alone here. Of course she did, honey. Your happiness was everything to her. She's absolutely with you in spirit, never doubt that. And you're not alone. You have me, always.
Thank you. That means more than you know. Aunt Sylvie, have you heard anything from Dad recently? With everything going on, I can't help thinking about him.
I'm sorry, sweetie, I haven't. I tried reaching out after your wedding, but never got a response. I know his financial troubles put a huge strain on everyone.
He told me the debt was why he couldn't come to the wedding. I want to believe that was the only reason.
Listen, honey, I know you want to see the best in him, but walking out on his family was wrong, no matter the circumstances. You deserve better than that.
I miss the father I used to know, before everything fell apart. Sometimes I wish I could just go back home to when things were simpler.
Oh, sweetie, I understand that feeling. But you're a married woman now. You need to focus on your future with Ted. Even if things are difficult right now.
You're right. I need to make this work somehow.
Just be careful not to overwhelm yourself, honey. Just make sure you're taking care of you first and foremost. You can't pour from an empty cup.
I know, you're right. I promise I won't push myself too hard.
That's my girl. Never stop taking care of yourself. And please know you can always reach out to me, day or night. I'm here for you.
I really appreciate that. Sometimes these texts with you are the only thing keeping me going.
Oh, honey, that breaks my heart. Promise me you'll tell me if things get worse. I mean it. Anytime you need me, I'm here.
I promise, Aunt Sylvie. Thank you for being my lifeline through all this. I don't know what I'd do without you.
You never have to find out, sweetie. I'm not going anywhere. We'll figure this out together, okay?
Okay. Thank you again. I should go start dinner before Ted gets home. I'll text you soon.
Take care of yourself, sweetheart. Remember, you're stronger than you know. Love you always.
Where are you? I've called 6 times! Answer your damn phone!
Why the sudden urgency? You haven't bothered to contact me in weeks.
Stop being difficult. Are you out shopping? Wasting time somewhere? There's a family emergency!
Emergency? What's going on? It's not about your mother, is it? I noticed something seemed off with her lately, but no one tells me anything anymore.
Of course you're the last to know. Mom's losing it. Doctor confirmed it's dementia. She's been saying crazy things and forgetting everything.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That explains the unusual behavior I noticed. What can I do to help?
What can you do? Your job, obviously. Congratulations, you're officially Mom's full-time caretaker now.
What? You can't just decide that unilaterally. This is a major life decision that affects both of us. We need to discuss this carefully.
What's there to discuss? Dad and I are the ones with real jobs. We're the ones actually supporting this family financially. You think we have time to play nurse? Think again.
I cannot believe you're still dismissing me like this after all these years. I've been trying to build a career all this time. You know I've been studying and looking for work.
Oh, please spare me the excuses about your career. Your pointless attempts at school have gotten you nowhere. Have you ever brought in a steady paycheck? No, so drop the act.
I haven't had a chance. Every time I make progress, you or your parents derail me with urgent housework. Remember when I had that medical office interview lined up? Suddenly, your mother needed me to reorganize the entire house that exact day.
That's ancient history. Focus on what's important now. Mom needs full-time care and you're the only one available. End of discussion.
It's becoming crystal clear why you really married me. You never wanted a wife. You wanted an unpaid servant.
Careful what you say to me. Remember, we gave you everything. A roof over your head, food, security. You should be grateful for the chance to repay that generosity.
Grateful? For being treated like hired help for 15 years? Even actual hired help gets a salary and time off. I've been working 24/7 for a decade and a half.
You are way out of line right now. I'm starting to think marrying you was a huge mistake. Mom just wanted to retire from housework, and you seemed like the best replacement.
Finally, the truth comes out. I'm not your partner. Never was. I'm an employee you tricked into marriage.
Call it whatever you want. All that matters is you start earning your keep around here. You don't get a vote in family decisions.
So that's really it? I'm just expected to be your family's servant for life, with no say in my own future?
Now you're getting it. Took you long enough. Be grateful we even keep you around. Most people wouldn't put up with your constant whining.
So what if I refuse? What if I'm done being your doormat?
Where exactly would you go? In case you forgot, you have nothing and no one. You can't survive without me, and we both know it.
I honestly thought deep down you cared, even a little. Clearly, I was wrong about everything.
Save your pity party for someone who cares. You're not going anywhere, and we both know it. I expect you to start Mom's care first thing tomorrow. Not another word about it.
I get the message. I won't forget this conversation.
The only thing you better not forget is your place in this house. Less complaining, more serving. Time to show some respect to the people gracious enough to keep you around. Get to work. Chop, chop.
You've made yourself perfectly clear. I'll get right on that.
Where the hell are you? Mom has an important doctor's appointment today. You know you're supposed to take her. Get your ungrateful self home now and do your job.
How strange. I can't seem to recall why a stranger would be demanding I handle family responsibilities. Perhaps you have the wrong number?
Stranger! Have you completely lost your mind? I'm your husband, in case you've forgotten. The one who's given you everything for the past 15 years.
Oh, right. My husband. The same husband who admitted he only married me to be his family's unpaid servant? The one who's treated me like property for 15 years? That husband?
I swear, Kate, if you don't cut the attitude and get back here in 10 minutes, there will be serious consequences. You seem to have forgotten your place in this household.
Actually, there's been a slight misunderstanding. I don't live in your household anymore.
What are you talking about? Of course you live here. Stop being ridiculous. Where else would you possibly go?
I'm done being the quiet, obedient little wife you tried to force me to be. By the way, I found something interesting in my room last week. Divorce papers. What a coincidence.
Divorce? You've completely lost your mind! On what grounds would you possibly divorce me after everything I've done for you?
Let's see. How about 15 years of emotional abuse? Or maybe the fact that you openly admitted you never loved me? That you only married me to exploit me for free labor? Take your pick. I have plenty more grounds where those came from.
Save the melodrama. We both know you'd never go through with this. You have nowhere to go and no way to support yourself. Stop these games and get home before you make things worse.
That's where you're wrong, dear husband. I'm not as helpless as you think. Well, you thought I was just your obedient little housemaid. I was actually building my escape plan.
What are you talking about? I never saw you working. You don't have any job. You're bluffing.
That was the whole point, Ted. I knew you'd sabotage anything I tried to do openly, so I got creative. Welcome to the digital age. A woman can make her own money these days with just a smartphone.
You? Making money on your phone? Don't make me laugh. What could you possibly be doing? Selling pictures of yourself?
Your lack of respect for my abilities is so predictable. I write and voice funny soap operas for a streaming app, and I'm actually quite successful at it. My subscribers love my work.
You can't be serious. No one would watch anything from you. You're making this up.
Believe what you want. My bank account tells a different story. I've been saving every penny in an account you can't touch. And now I have more than enough to start over on my own, so you can take your indentured servitude and shove it.
This is insane. You can't just walk out. What about my mother? Dad and I have to work. You're abandoning your responsibilities.
Oh, now you want to talk about responsibilities? Funny how your mother's health only matters when you need something from me. Did you forget our wedding vows, Ted? In sickness and in health? Nowhere in those vows did it say I'd be your mother's unpaid 24/7 nurse.
Don't you dare bring up our vows! You also promised to love and obey, remember? You've done a terrible job of that lately.
I kept every vow for 15 years despite your horrible treatment, but you never loved me. You never respected me. You used me as a maid and caregiver and nothing more.
I swear if you abandon this family, you'll regret it. You have a duty to this household and to my mother.
Duty? All right, let's talk about duty. What about your duty as a husband? Your duty to protect me, to cherish me, to treat me as an equal partner.
You were never my equal. You brought nothing to this marriage except your neediness. You only exist out here because of me. That's the only reason.
No, everything I have is because of my hard work. My sacrifices, my dedication. While you spent 15 years tearing me down, I spent 15 years secretly building myself up.
You think you're so clever with your secret little phone job? Good luck surviving on whatever pennies you're making from that. You'll come crawling back when reality hits.
I made 6 figures last year, Ted. More than enough to support myself. I just stayed because I actually believed things might change. What a fool I was.
You're lying. You have to be. There's no way you made that much. Why would you stay if you had that kind of money?
Because I actually believed in our marriage vows, Ted. I foolishly kept hoping you'd remember how to be the man I fell in love with. But that man never existed, did he? It was all an act to trap me.
This isn't happening. You're not really leaving. You can't leave. What will people think?
I don't care what people think anymore. I only care about my freedom and my future. The divorce papers are being delivered tomorrow. I suggest you sign them ASAP.
Or what? What are you threatening me with?
No threats, Ted. Just facts. Fight me on this, and I'll take you for everything you're worth. 15 years of unpaid labor adds up. Plus emotional damages. Your choice.
You wouldn't dare. After everything we've done for you, you'd really try to ruin us?
I learned from the best, didn't I? You spent 15 years trying to ruin me. Consider this karma. Sign the papers. Give me my due compensation. Then stay out of my life forever.
Sylvie, it's Ted. I need to talk to you urgently about Kate. Something's happened. Please respond.
Well, well, I've been waiting for this call. What's wrong, Teddy? Paradise not so perfect anymore?
This isn't a joke, Sylvie. Kate just dropped a bomb on me. She's filing for divorce. Did she say anything to you about this?
She told me everything, and I'm not the least bit surprised. Frankly, I should have told her to leave years ago, if I had known the full extent of your mistreatment.
Mistreatment? What lies has she been telling you? I gave that girl everything. A home, a family, security. I can't believe you're taking her side.
Watch your tone with me, young man. You seem to have forgotten who you're speaking to. I've known Kate since she was born. I promised her mother I would protect her.
Okay, then protect her from making this huge mistake. She's throwing away everything over a few hurt feelings. She's being completely unreasonable.
She's being unreasonable? Is it unreasonable to refuse being treated like a slave? To want respect in her own home? To expect her husband to treat her like a human being?
That's not fair. Yes, we expect her to contribute to the household, but that's completely normal. Every family member has responsibilities.
Normal? Let me tell you what's not normal. Isolating your wife from friends and family, mocking her efforts to improve herself. Making her solely responsible for your mother's care, treating her like property instead of a partner.
This is all a huge misunderstanding. Even if things haven't been perfect, divorce is going too far. What about my poor mother? She needs Kate's care.
Oh, spare me the fake concern about your mother. If you actually cared about her care, you'd have hired professional help, instead of dumping everything on Kate. I see right through you, teddy boy.
It wasn't like that. I wanted a real partner, a wife to help care for the family. What's so wrong about that?
A partner? Don't make me laugh. What you wanted was a janitor who does it for free, someone you could manipulate and control, someone who'd never question your authority.
You're making me sound like some kind of monster. I wasn't perfect, but I tried my best to be a good husband. I just wanted Kate to respect her duty to our family.
Duty? Let's talk about duty. Your duty was to love and protect her. Your duty was to support her dreams and goals. Your duty was to be a partner, not a dictator.
But what is she gonna do now? Live alone forever? Is that better than working things out with her family?
She will never be alone. She will always have me, and she will always have her father.
Her father? That deadbeat abandoned his family, ran away from his debts. Great company she's choosing over us.
You have no idea what that man sacrificed for his family. He left to protect them from his debts. He worked himself to the bone to make things right.
Wow, I really had no idea. Kate never told me any of this.
Of course she didn't. She has too much pride to share her family's struggles, but she never lost faith in her father. Unlike you, he's proven himself worthy of her trust.
But what about my mother's care? How do we manage without Kate?
Get professional help like you should have done from the start. Be a better son, step up, and do your part. But let Kate go. That's the only way to begin making things right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to check on my niece. Goodbye, Teddy.
Kate! Are you with that deadbeat father of yours? I need you back at the house right now! This tantrum of yours is over!
Well, that didn't take long. What's wrong, dear? Finding life difficult without your living maid?
Look, I just talked to Sylvie. She made me realize some things. I had no idea about your dad or how badly I've treated you.
Oh, now you want to talk about my feelings? After 15 years of treating me like your property? After telling me I was worthless without you? Save it.
Just listen for a second. I'm trying to say I'm sorry. I know I was wrong. I took you for granted. I was a complete jerk. You didn't deserve any of it.
Wow, did Sylvie actually knock some sense into you? I'm shocked you even know how to say sorry, but it changes nothing.
I know about your dad now. He's not a deadbeat at all. He sacrificed everything to protect his family. I was wrong about him.
Yes, he is a good man, and you don't get to speak ill of him ever again. He supported me more than you ever did. Even when you were trying to break me down.
Kate, I see that now. I swear I'm going to be better. I'll get Mom proper care. I'll step up and be a real son and a real husband.
Husband? You seem confused. Did you forget I'm divorcing you? You're not my husband anymore.
I know, I didn't mean it like that. But I want to be someone worthy of being a husband. Someone like your dad, a real man who puts his family first.
Huh, you think you can just decide to be like my father? After everything you've said about him, after how you've treated your own wife, you're not half the man he is.
You're right, I'm not. Not yet. But I swear, Kate, I'll spend the rest of my life trying to be better, even if it's not with you. I just need you to know that.
It definitely won't be with me. You made absolutely sure of that. You killed any love I had for you. It died a little more each day for 15 years.
I know, and I'll regret that until I die. But Kate, I need you to know I did love you. I know I didn't show it. I know I was cruel. I was just so terrified of losing you.
You should have been terrified of losing me, but not because I might leave, because of how you treated me. You created exactly what you feared most.
I understand. I do. I'm not asking for another chance. God knows I don't deserve one. I just want you to know you deserve happiness. Real, true love, even if it's not with me.
I already know I deserve those things. I don't need your validation anymore. I've spent 15 years learning to validate myself. Because I sure couldn't count on you for it.
You're right, you couldn't count on me. But you can count on your father. He sounds like an amazing guy, the kind every child dreams of having.
He is amazing, and our relationship is none of your business. You don't get to use my family issues to manipulate me anymore. Those mind games won't work.
That's not what I'm trying to do, I swear. I'm trying to own up to my mistakes. I was wrong about your dad, about you, about everything.
I don't need you to tell me how wrong you were. I already know. I kept my relationship with my father alive, despite your constant attempts to poison it.
Because that's who you are, Kate. Forgiving, supportive, loving, even to people who don't deserve it. I was a fool not to cherish that about you.
I don't know what you want me to say, Ted. Yes, you were a fool. Yes, you exploited me. But I can't be your therapist or your priest. I can't absolve you of your guilt.
I know that's not your job. I'm gonna do the work myself. Not for you, not for Mom, but for me. because I don't want to be this person anymore.
Well, I guess that's progress. Wanting to be better for yourself is a start. But you're right, it's not for me. It's far too late for that.
I know I've lost you forever, Kate. That's my burden to bear. But please, don't let my mistakes make you hard. The world needs women like you. Kate, please, I'm begging you. Everything is falling apart without you. We need you.
Ted, I finally started rebuilding my life. I'm finally free. We're never getting back together.
You don't understand. It's not like that. I'm not asking you to come back to me. Things have gotten really bad at home.
What happened? Is it about your mother?
No, it's not that. Her condition is the same, but none of us know how to handle it like you did. We're drowning, Kate.
So you thought you could just snap your fingers and I'd come running back to fix your problems? Again?
No, that's not it at all. I know I have no right to ask you for anything, but Kate, I can't live with them anymore. We can't live like this anymore.
Wait, what? You can't live with them anymore? Am I hearing this right?
Yes, you are. Kate, I had no idea how bad it was until you left. How much they relied on you, used you. Now that you're gone, I'm seeing their true colors, and I can't stomach it anymore.
Welcome to my world, Ted. I lived with their true colors for 15 years, but why should I care that you're suddenly seeing the light?
Because I was blind and stupid. I let them treat you like dirt for years, but I see it now. I really do. And I can't be part of it anymore. I don't want to be part of it anymore.
So what exactly are you saying? What do you want from me this time?
I want your forgiveness, Kate. Not for me, but for my foolishness. For not seeing what they were doing to you. What I was letting them do to you. And I want your blessing to leave them.
What? You're actually planning to leave? After everything you said about family duty?
Yes, I need to get out of that toxic house, try to make a life on my own, like you did.
I don't know what to say. This is not what I was expecting.
I know it's a shock, and I understand if you can't forgive me, if you can't give me your blessing. God knows I don't deserve it.
You're right. You don't deserve it. But I actually understand what you're going through. Breaking free from that cycle of abuse isn't easy.
Thank you, Kate. Your understanding means everything. I know I have no right to ask for your support, but it means the world to me.
I do understand, Ted, and I forgive you. Not for everything, not yet, but for this. For finally seeing the truth.
Thank you, Kate. Your forgiveness, it's more than I hoped for. I know I have so much to make up for, but I promise you, I'm going to try.
I believe you, Ted, for the first time in a long time. But this doesn't change things between us. I'm not coming back. Not to that house. Not to that life.
I know, I understand, and I would never ask you to. You deserve so much better than that. You always have.
Well, it's about time you realized that. But thank you for finally saying it. And for meaning it.
So, what happens now? Where do we go from here?
Honestly, I don't know. This is all so unexpected. But I think we both just keep moving forward, keep working on ourselves, keep trying to be better than we were yesterday.
You're right, as usual. Forward is the only way to go. But Kate, even if we're not together, if you ever need anything...
I appreciate that, Ted. And maybe someday, when we've both healed, when we've both grown, maybe we can be friends.
I'd like that, Kate. I really would. Thank you for talking to me, for hearing me out, for giving me a chance to make things right, even if it's not with you.
You're welcome, Ted. And thank you for being honest, for owning your mistakes, for wanting to change. It gives me hope. After that, Ted tried to continue living with his parents, but eventually reached his limit and moved out. Even living alone was difficult for him because of the property settlement and compensation payments. His salary wasn't enough to live on, so he took a night shift at a corner store, sacrificing sleep to work more hours, combined with his poor eating habits. He eventually destroyed his health. Now he's working while going to medical appointments and taking medication. His father was left to care for his mother while working. But elder care is extremely challenging, and he's completely exhausted. Meanwhile, I'm enjoying life with my father. I make good money as a content creator. But since that income might not last forever, I've started studying for a medical office certification again. This time, I hope to successfully work as a medical office assistant and enjoy a happy life with my father. Rick, why aren't you answering my calls? I've tried reaching you 6 times today. The office said you took a personal day. Are you okay? Please just let me know you're all right. This isn't like you. What the hell's going on here? Rick, I just got home and everything is gone. The furniture, the artwork, even our wedding photos. The neighbors said they saw a moving truck this morning. Where are you?
Check the envelope I left on the kitchen counter.
What envelope? The only thing left here is a manila envelope.
Open it.
Divorce papers? This has to be some kind of mistake, right? Rick, we just celebrated our anniversary last month. We were talking about trying fertility treatments again. You can't just empty our home and serve me divorce papers. We're married.
This isn't a mistake. I've made my decision.
Decision? What decision? We're supposed to make major life choices together. I deserve more than a text message and an empty apartment after 8 years of marriage.
I've been planning this for weeks. It's better this way.
Better for who? You? Because I'm standing in an empty apartment trying to understand how my husband could do this to me.
I didn't want a scene. This was cleaner.
Cleaner? You gutted our home while I was at work. Where did you take everything? Those weren't just your things to take.
I left all your personal items and clothes. Everything else I paid for.
We bought those things together as a married couple with our joint savings.
Check your personal account. I transferred you 3 months of living expenses.
I don't want your money. I want answers. What happened between last night and today? We had dinner together. You held my hand. We talked about our future.
I was just going through the motions. I've known for months this wasn't working.
Known what wasn't working? If something was wrong, why didn't you talk to me?
There's nothing to talk about. I've made up my mind.
After 8 years together, I at least deserve to know why.
You know why? We've been trying for years with no success.
Is this about having children? We can keep trying. There are other options.
I'm done trying. I need someone who can give me what I want.
What you want? What about what I want? What about the life we built together?
The point of building that life was to have children. You couldn't deliver.
Couldn't deliver? I'm your wife, not a mail service. We've both been struggling with fertility. The doctor said we both needed more testing.
I know exactly what my capabilities are. The problem isn't with me.
So that's it? I'm just defective goods you're returning?
I married you because I thought your artistic talents combined with my intelligence would create the perfect child.
You what?
It was a logical decision. Your creativity plus my intellect should have produced exceptional offspring.
Are you actually saying you married me for my genetic potential?
Among other factors, your artistic ability was a primary consideration.
I feel sick. Literally, physically ill right now. You never loved me, did you? I was just some breeding experiment to you?
I was clear from the start that having children was my priority.
Being clear about wanting children is not the same as marrying someone for their genes.
The genetic component was always important to me. I thought you understood that.
When? When did you ever say, "Hey Phoebe, I'm only marrying you to create genetically superior babies"?
It shouldn't come as a surprise that I want intelligent, talented children.
Wanting talented children and marrying someone solely to harvest their genes are two very different things.
The distinction is irrelevant now. You failed to fulfill your primary purpose.
My primary purpose? I'm a human being, a wife who loved you completely.
Love wasn't enough. I need results.
You heartless, calculating monster. How could I have been so blind?
Name-calling won't change the situation. I've moved on.
Moved on? What does that mean?
I've found someone more suitable, someone younger with better reproductive potential.
You're already seeing someone else? While we were still trying to have a baby?
I had to secure my future. I've wasted enough time.
Wasted time? That's what our marriage was to you? A waste of time?
From a reproductive standpoint, yes. 8 years with no results.
I can't believe you're reducing our entire relationship to reproductive success.
The facts speak for themselves. You failed to conceive despite multiple attempts.
We failed to conceive. It takes 2 people to make a baby.
I know where the failure lies. I've already confirmed my new partner's fertility.
You got someone else pregnant while we were still married?
Not yet, but she's been thoroughly tested. Her fertility is optimal.
I think I'm going to be sick. This can't be real.
You need to accept reality and sign the papers. I've been more than generous.
Generous? You've destroyed my life, betrayed me in every possible way.
You have until 8 p.m. to collect your personal belongings from the apartment.
Or what? You'll throw away my things like you threw away our marriage?
Anything left behind goes in the dumpster. I've already arranged for cleaning services tomorrow.
You really planned this all out, didn't you? While sleeping next to me every night.
Efficiency is important. I've arranged everything to minimize complications.
Everything except treating me like a human being worthy of basic respect.
Sign the papers and we can both move on with our lives.
I will never sign anything you put in front of me. Not without a lawyer.
Don't be difficult, Phoebe. You can't afford a legal battle.
Watch me. You think I'm just going to roll over and let you destroy me?
Fighting this will only drain what little resources you have.
I don't care. I will spend every penny I have making you pay for this.
That would be unwise. Take the settlement I'm offering.
I'm going to take everything you have, everything you are.
Empty threats won't help your situation.
They're not threats, they're promises.
You have 3 hours to clear out your things. Time's ticking.
This isn't over, Rick. Not by a long shot.
Anything left in the apartment after 8 p.m. goes in the trash. Your choice.
Go to hell. Steph, I really need you right now. Like, desperately need you. I don't even know how to say this. My whole world just imploded.
Of course I'm here for you. What's wrong, sweetie? You're scaring me. Are you okay?
Rick emptied our apartment while I was at work today. Everything is gone. He left divorce papers on the counter. Just like that. He's ending our marriage.
What the hell? Are you serious right now? The Rick who was just at our house Sunday acting completely normal?
The very same. Apparently, he's been planning this for weeks. He took everything, Steph. All our furniture, photos, everything we built together. Just gone.
That can't be legal. He can't just take all your shared property. Where are you right now? Do you need me to come get you?
I'm sitting on the floor of our empty apartment, trying not to completely fall apart. He gave me until 8 p.m. to get my personal belongings out before he throws them away.
Don't move. I'm coming right now. Sam can watch the baby. Give me 20 minutes.
It gets worse, Steph. So much worse. He told me he only married me for my genes, that he wanted to combine his intelligence with my artistic talent to make some perfect baby.
He what? Please tell me you're joking. This has to be some sick joke.
I wish I was. He said I failed in my primary purpose by not getting pregnant. 8 years of marriage, and I was just some breeding experiment to him.
I'm literally shaking with rage right now. That manipulative, sociopathic bastard. How dare he reduce you to some genetic incubator?
He's already found someone else, Steph. Someone younger with better reproductive potential. He's been seeing her while we're still trying to have a baby together.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine how much pain you're in. But listen to me. This is not your fault. You are worth so much more than your ability to have children.
I feel so stupid, so completely worthless and used. How did I not see who he really was? How did I waste 8 years loving someone who never actually loved me back?
You are not stupid. You were loving and trusting, and he exploited that. He's the worthless one. Only a monster could pretend to love someone for years just to use them.
He's threatening me, Steph. Says if I don't accept his settlement offer, he'll make sure I end up with nothing. I can't afford a lawyer. He controlled all our finances. I have nothing.
Like hell you don't. You have me, and I have a cousin who's the scariest divorce attorney in the state. We are going to fight this with everything we've got. He is not getting away with this.
I don't know how to do this. How to start over from nothing at 35. Everything I am was wrapped up in him, in our life together.
You are so much more than Rick's wife. You're an incredible artist, a loyal friend, a beautiful soul, and you're going to rebuild stronger than ever, starting with staying with me and Sam.
I can't impose on you guys. You have a new baby. I'll figure something out.
Don't you dare! Your family and you are staying with us. End of discussion. The guest room is already yours. Sam's setting it up right now.
I don't deserve friends like you. I feel so lost, Steph. So completely broken.
You deserve the world, honey, and we're going to get it for you. First step is getting your stuff out of that apartment. Then we're calling Jenna.
He wants me broken, Steph. Wants me to just give up and go away quietly. But I can't. I won't let him destroy me like this.
That's my girl. Channel that anger. Use it. Rick has no idea what's coming for him. No idea what women can do when we stand together.
I'm terrified of fighting him. He's so powerful, so connected. But I'm more terrified of letting him win.
Then we fight every step of the way. I'm 5 minutes away. We'll get your things, get you settled at my place, then start planning our strategy.
I love you, Steph. I don't know what I'd do without you. You're the sister I never had, but always needed.
We're more than sisters. We're warriors. And we're about to show Rick exactly what happens when he messes with one of our own.
I see your car pulling up, thank God. Let's get this done before I completely break down.
Hold it together 30 more minutes, honey. Then you can fall apart safely in my guest room with a very large glass of wine and my shoulder to cry on.
Phoebe? Is this still your number? I need to talk to you about something important.
Rick, I'm surprised to hear from you after all this time. What could possibly be so important?
I saw you yesterday at Cedar Grove Park. You were by the playground with a little boy.
Are you following me now? That's concerning. I'm not comfortable with you watching me and my family.
No, nothing like that. I was there with my son. It was completely by chance that I saw you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your day at the park with your son, but I still don't understand why you're contacting me about this.
The little boy with you, he looked about 2 or 3 years old. Is he yours? Your child?
I don't see how my personal life is any of your business anymore. You made it very clear where we stand when you walked out 4 years ago.
I need to know. Did you remarry? Is the boy from your new marriage?
Yes, I'm happily married now to a wonderful man. A man who actually loves and values me as a person, not a genetic experiment.
So the boy is your husband's from another relationship. That would make sense given our history.
No, Rick, that beautiful little boy is my son. Mine and my husband's. Our child together.
But that's impossible! We tried for so long! The doctor said you had fertility issues!
Did they? Or did you just decide that's what they said? Because I remember them recommending we both get additional testing.
That can't be right! I specifically remember them saying you had problems! You're saying you just got pregnant easily with someone else?
Funny how that worked out, isn't it? Almost like maybe I wasn't the problem after all.
What exactly are you implying here? Because I have a son now too. Obviously, I'm not infertile.
I'm not implying anything, Rick. Just stating facts about my own journey to motherhood.
Those facts seem to be suggesting something about my situation, something I don't appreciate.
I haven't suggested anything about your situation. Your defensiveness is interesting, though.
I know my own child, Phoebe. He's the spitting image of me.
If you say so, Rick. I honestly couldn't care less about your family situation.
Listen, maybe we should meet up and talk about this. Clear the air about everything that happened.
Meet up? Are you serious right now? There is absolutely nothing left to discuss between us.
I just think we could both benefit from some closure. Maybe have lunch with my wife, talk through old wounds.
You want me to have lunch with the woman you cheated on me with? The woman you left me for because she had better reproductive potential? That's not going to happen, Rick.
That was years ago. We should all move forward, be adults about this whole situation.
I have moved forward. I have a beautiful life now. A life that doesn't include or require your presence in any way.
You seem angry still. I thought time would have helped. I'm trying to extend an olive branch here.
I'm not angry, Rick. I'm at peace. Peace that comes from having real love and happiness in my life.
Can't we try to be civil for old time's sake? Maybe clear up some of these fertility questions?
The only thing I want clear between us is distance. I have no interest in rehashing the past or comparing reproductive notes.
I think you're being unreasonable about this. We were married for 8 years. That has to mean something.
It meant everything to me, nothing to you. That's all I need to know about maintaining any kind of relationship with you.
For what it's worth, I am sorry. For everything. Steffi, it's Rick. I know this is completely out of the blue. I need to ask you something important about Phoebe.
The audacity of you contacting me is truly remarkable. What could you possibly want after all this time?
I saw Phoebe at Cedar Grove Park this weekend. She was with a little boy, her son.
Yes, she has a beautiful child with her wonderful husband. A husband who, unlike you, loves her for who she is, not what genes she can provide.
That's what I need to understand. How did this happen? After all our failed attempts, she just has a child with someone else?
Amazing what can happen when a woman isn't being emotionally abused and blamed for infertility. But that's not really what's eating at you, is it, Rick?
What do you mean? I just want to understand. I have a son too, you know. I'm clearly not the problem.
Oh yes, your son. How old is he now? Must be around 3, with those striking features that look nothing like you.
What are you talking about? He looks exactly like me. Everyone says so.
Do they really, or are they just being polite? Because word gets around, Rick, especially in certain circles.
What circles? What exactly have you heard? You're speaking in riddles and I don't appreciate it.
Maybe you should consider the possibility that your wife wasn't as exclusive as you might think, especially around the time she got pregnant.
That's a lie. You're just trying to get in my head. She would never do that to me.
Like you would never do that to Phoebe. Karma has a way of coming full circle, doesn't it?
This isn't about karma. This is about my son, my flesh and blood.
Are you sure about that? Because a little DNA test would clear everything up real quick.
I don't need a DNA test. I know my own child. You're just trying to create doubt because you hate me.
Oh, I definitely hate you. But I'm also telling you what people know. Your wife might have looked elsewhere for what you couldn't provide.
Couldn't provide? I got her pregnant! Unless you're saying...
Unless I'm saying someone else did. Someone who didn't have the fertility issues you refused to acknowledge.
This can't be happening. You're lying. There's no way my son isn't mine.
Only one way to find out, isn't there? Are you a bad enough dude to face that truth?
I don't need to prove anything to you or anyone else. My marriage is solid. My son is mine.
Keep telling yourself that. Meanwhile, Phoebe is thriving with her actual family.
Stop trying to mess with my head. This conversation is over.
Run away then. That's what you're good at. But those doubts I've planted, they'll grow.
I can't believe I'm even entertaining this. You're just bitter on Phoebe's behalf.
Believe what you want, or man up and get that DNA test. Your choice, but don't come crying to me when the truth comes out.
If you're lying about this, if you're just trying to hurt me...
I don't need to try to hurt you, Rick. Your own choices are doing that just fine.
I'll get the test, not because I believe you, but to prove you wrong.
Good luck with that. Hope you're prepared for the results.
Phoebe, I know you probably never want to hear from me again, but I need to tell you something important.
What could you possibly have to say that matters to me now? Haven't you caused enough damage?
You were right. About everything. I took the paternity test. He's not mine.
I'm genuinely sorry to hear that, Rick. No child should be used as a pawn in adult relationships.
Karma really does come full circle, doesn't it? Everything I accused you of, everything I put you through.
Life has a way of teaching us hard lessons, but I'm sure this isn't why you're reaching out.
My wife left me, took the boy, and cleaned out our accounts. I know I have no right to ask you for anything, but...
But you're going to ask anyway. Some things never change, do they, Rick?
It's about the alimony payments. I'm drowning here, Phoebe. I can barely keep my head above water.
Let me get this straight. You want me to help you financially?
I know how it sounds. I know I don't deserve any consideration. But between the mortgage and 2 divorce settlements, I'm going under.
Do you remember when I had to sleep on Steffi's couch because I couldn't afford rent?
I was stupid, heartless. I see that now. But I'm asking for mercy, not justice.
You, without mercy, now beg for it? When you threatened to destroy me if I fought the divorce?
I was a different person then. Arrogant, selfish, blind. I've lost everything that made me feel powerful and in control.
Welcome to my world, circa 4 years ago. How does it feel to be the one begging for compassion?
It feels awful, humiliating, terrifying. I now understand exactly what I put you through.
Do you really? Do you understand the depth of betrayal? The shock of discovering your whole marriage was based on lies?
I do now. Cheryl's betrayal showed me exactly how it feels. The pain, the humiliation, the complete loss of trust.
And yet here you are, still thinking about yourself. Still trying to manipulate situations to your advantage.
I'm not trying to manipulate. I'm desperate. I'm working 2 jobs and I still can't make ends meet.
That must be difficult for you. Almost as difficult as rebuilding a life from scratch at 35.
I know I deserve this, all of it, but I'm literally about to lose everything.
Lose what, Rick? Your fancy house? Your status? Or the control you've always prized above all else?
All of it. The house, my reputation, my dignity. I'm taking a major risk working my 2nd job at the gas station.
Now that would be ironic, wouldn't it? Rick, the genetic prize, sitting behind a cash register.
Please, Phoebe, I'm not asking for forgiveness, just a temporary reduction in payments until I can get back on my feet.
Why should I help you? Give me one good reason that doesn't center on your needs.
I don't have one. I don't deserve your help, but I'm asking anyway because I have nowhere else to turn.
You know what the truly sad thing is? I actually feel sorry for you.
You do? After everything I did?
Yes, because unlike you, I haven't let bitterness consume me. I've grown beyond the pain you caused.
I don't know what to say to that, except that you're a better person than I ever was.
Fine, I'll tell my lawyer to work with yours on temporary payment reduction. But I have conditions.
Anything. Name them. I'll do whatever you ask.
Complete financial transparency. One slip and the deal is off. And no more attempts to contact me or my family.
Of course, absolutely. Thank you, Phoebe. This means everything.
Don't thank me. This isn't forgiveness. This is me choosing not to be the person you were.
I understand, and I respect that. You've built something beautiful from the ashes I left behind.
Yes, I have. A life full of real love and joy. Something you might have had if you'd valued the right things.
I know. I see that now. Too late, but I see it.
Goodbye, Rick. Have your lawyer contact mine. This is the last time we speak.
I understand. And Phoebe, I truly am sorry for everything.
I know you are, but that doesn't change anything. Make the most of this second chance.
Thank you for showing me the mercy I never showed you.
Rick tried to pay both the alimony and mortgage, but eventually realized it was impossible and had to sell the house. Even after selling, he still owed money on the mortgage and had to continue the alimony payments. Currently, he works at his company during the day and at a gas station at night. Though his company prohibits side jobs, so he could be in serious trouble if they find out. I just hope he doesn't get caught until he finishes paying what he owes me. Meanwhile, I'm living happily with my son and husband. I'm also excited that I'll be opening my own art exhibition next spring, which I'm currently preparing for. I want to keep pursuing my passions while cherishing time with my family, and will work hard to maintain this happy environment we've created.